Alright guys, so sorry this one's a little bit long. I didn't want to edit too much out of this one. I really didn't want to edit anything, and I didn't. So this is all completely unedited from what I filmed it. So when you go to Talladega Speedway, there's actually international, I think it's International Motorsports Hall of Fame, which you'll see in the next video where I toured that. But you can tour that as well as actually go across the street and down a little bit and actually tour the Talladega Speedway itself in this cute little bus, and we drive around. So I tried to film as much as I could for the track. So enjoy this lovely little track tour of Talladega Speedway. Like I said, it's a long one. If you want, you can just kind of click through or enjoy this whole thing because, wow, this speedway is pretty freaking cool. Especially one of the things you definitely need to note. When I got one time pointing out the window, the track is at such a weird degree. The wall was above us. So, yeah. Yeah, this is definitely worth watching and checking out. And if you ever find yourself in the Talladega area, totally go take the track towards like $8, I think. Yeah, faux show. Do this tour. But if you don't want to do it or aren't able to come out this far, watch it right here. So, enjoy this lovely, very long clip.
You gotta go this fast, stay up there, you know. My little girl might say, well, that mommy drives. I said, I know she can stay up there.
Speed demon mommy.
Yeah.
The guy who was in front of us
Go fast.
on Charlotte.
That would have been her handle if she'd have had CB, wouldn't it? Speed demon. That's what we had fun with on the old CB days, was picking out handles.
Yeah, what was yours?
You know,
Pocahontas, thank you.
You didn't see these?
My
I'll
parents.
be saying the wrong
So,
thing, but women, when they come out here,
My brother
they
did.
like to get up some speed on that track.
Yeah.
Got to.
And one time, there was two big school buses, come out here with a load of kids, and two women was driving.
oh, we know how to drive.
We got on that track, and one of them women passed the other one in that wide boy.
Oh.
Them kids, they enjoyed
they're
that.
Oh, no
Good.
doubt.
Yeah, the one that was on the bus that was passing the other one, they said their bus passed the other bus. That they was doing some more hollering.
Remember that guy that was, when we were in Charlotte,
Oh gosh, yeah.
and he was trying to go real slow on the bank? I'm like, dude,
Go,
we're
go,
on
go.
turn 2, move it.
Gotta get around that turn.
45 miles an hour, and I feel like this car's
Speed
going
is
to
the name of the
take
game down here.
Exactly. So we stay on those banks.
the bank real hard. You got to drive around turn
Yeah.
2 and 3
Oh, that was fun.
in your own personal car. He had a pickup truck, and he started going slow.
You're not gonna
Dude,
flip.
move it.
We got a minivan. Go, go.
You never have to tell them that.
I couldn't believe I was having to tell a guy in a pickup truck to drive fast.
From the family hot rodders in the blood.
Driving a Montana minivan, and he's
Yeah, we drove that like a sports
fun.
minivan.
This is the main entrance to the track. 8 lanes. 8 lanes in, then when the race is over, it's 8 lanes out.
Yep.
They had their first race at this track in 1969.
Wow,
A man
16's
named
good
Richard
year.
Brickhouse won that first race.
It's 10 feet, huh? Wow. 1180. No vehicle allowed without a pass.
Yeah.
Got pass?
I do. I think he does.
20 feet ahead.
I love to be sitting like in the middle of this place. Yeah, that race.
Oh.
But I don't care.
This is the north tone. Goes under the track. It goes under on about turn 4. when we come out on the other side of this tunnel, we'll be on the infield. The infield's got 212 acres. On race weekend, there'll be about 50,000 people camping on this infield.
Yeah, and I've heard it's
Turns
crazy.
into a pretty good sized town on a race weekend.
No.
Where you see? Tracks, right? Now Martinsville and Charlotte.
This is my third track. Yeah, eventually I want to do a race here and I want to go do a race in Daytona. I gotta go to that track.
Over on your right, starts the main grandstands. They run all the way down the front stretch. Almost a mile. 100,000 seats in them stands.
Talladega.
Yeah.
When you buy your ticket to come to the race, you can buy a ticket to go up on that deck. Sit up on the deck. That's called a bush deck.
No, thank you.
They'll have tents up on that deck where you can sit in the shade.
Wow.
You can really see where you're at the seats.
It's black and closer here on the left, and on down in front of us. That's where the drivers and owners park their high dollar motor coaches on race weekend.
You get stuck in gravel.
With a rental car.
Y'all
Yeah, those
know
are
the difference between a motor home and a motor coach?
No.
All I know is what the people on the bus say. They say, oh, it's about $1 million difference in it. That's all I know is what they say. And they got full hookups in there.
Wow.
And they got a little playground down there for their kids when they come in here on race week.
Oh.
And this little white building with the red trim is the JL Hardware Care Center. That's a little infield hospital on race weekend. And it'll be staffed with doctors and nurses from Grandview Hospital in Birmingham, Alabama on race week. Now, if you own racetrack property and you've got a race ticket in your hand, you get sick or get hurt, they'll treat you for free in there.
Wow.
And then they'll have a helicopter on this pad right over here on the left. If you get a heart attack or something like that, that helicopter can take you right on over
It
to the
didn't
big
lift you up because you wrecked too hard.
Heat stroke.
Heat stroke. Oh. Yep. Shock versus was no joke. Oh my gosh.
This is the racetrack.
Hi, babe.
From the double yellow line over to that wall, it's 48 feet wide all the way around.
Wow.
2.66 miles long, 48 feet wide. They can run 4 wide if they want to.
And how?
48 feet. They don't usually, but they can if they want to.
And that's when the wrecks happen.
Racing
That
trouble.
garage over here on the left is the NASCAR garage. 62 bays in that garage. Bays are on both sides of the building. That's the travel going around that way. It's banked at 16.5 degrees. That's part of the track. This we're going on right now is Pit Road. Pit Road is 1,740 feet from beginning to end. Speed limit on Pit Road is 55 miles an hour. Pit Road is right on the left-hand side of that blue wall. That's where the pit crew sets up their war wagon and all their trucks. Yeah, when the race cars come in here for a pit stop, you can see along the front of us right here where they've been coming in, taking off. Pit crew will hop over that wall, put them on 4 tires and fill them up with gas in about 12 seconds. They're on their way.
Yep.
Y'all know they're going to do away with one pit crew. Remember, they're going to do away with one tire man. So that's heard. I hadn't read that. Do away with one tire man.
What's the purpose of that?
I don't know. I I don't know what the purpose of it is. It's gonna slow them down just a little bit though. I do know that. And the gas, they said the gas man does something else now. And he won't be able to do nothing but put in gas. He won't be able to touch nothing else.
Wow.
It'll be a little bit, it's gonna slow them down a little bit.
Everybody cut costs.
This is the Sunoco station. That's where the race cars get their gas. It's 98 octane unleaded fuel.
How much you get a gallon?
Free.
It looks like going to your backyard.
Here's Victory Lane.
Guys will restart.
Oh. Cute. Hey, that's right. You said it would sponsor that.
You gotta pay good money to get some.
Yeah. Dude, your insurance pays.
Oh, great.
You're
This
supposed
is
to that.
Gatorade Victory Lane here on the left. That's where they all like to get to on race day. About 4 in the evening, get the big old trophy, big old check. These next two stands is called a paddock club, P-A-D-D-O-C-K, and that's a little club you can join on race day. For 2 days, that'll cost you $400 for 2 days. You can join it for 1 day. I think it's $150 for a Saturday. But it's a good deal. There'll be 3 big screen closed capsule TVs up in the top of these two stands. You can see what's going on all the way around the track.
Yeah.
And you'll be sitting in the shade if the sun's shining hot like it is today. And then that little white building right in the back of that then is a little air-conditioned bathroom just for the people that belong to that club.
I've seen days I pay $150 for
And
that.
then that big pavilion, they'll have tables and chairs set up in there, and it'll be like a big dining room. They'll have all day long food and drink. It'll be good food too. It'll be good breakfast food in the morning, lunch food at lunchtime, and an evening meal. And if you join that club, you get to drive your own car inside the infield and park. You get a pit roll pass and a garage pass that goes with that. If you join that club, you'll be right in the middle of everything all day long.
Wow.
Good deal there.
Yes, please.
And a spotter. Each driver's got 2 spotters this track. They'll be right along the top.
There's TJ's office.
Well, I
They
don't
can
know.
see the track all the way around from up there.
No, I don't know who's. No, I don't know.
And that big white building on top, that's where the NASCAR officials sit. NASCAR and ESPN and all of them programs.
And Junior does now.
And these glassed-in enclosures are the corporate suites, and they got eating bars, drinking bars, and bathrooms in all them. Budweiser owns some of them, Pepsi owns some of them, Coke owns some of them.
now,
You get the retiree package.
I don't know who owns all of them, but you have to know a special handshake to get in there. You go around on the back, step up a few steps and come in there, but you still got to know that special handshake to get in there.
Wow.
Again, you watch Kelly. Why the double L is black?
Good question.
Well, I saw their logo. They actually moved
This
the
is your
logo.
start and finish line, where it all starts and ends at. Flag stand right there.
There it is. Aspen Denton.
Now, y'all know about the transponders on the cars?
No.
These cars got a little device called a transponder, and that's the way they score their cars nowadays. The transponder works off of a scoring loop in the track, and I'll show you a scoring loop. Scoring loop is just a wire or a sensor. It's mounted in the pavement. I'll show you where it's at. Well, the first one down past the start and finish line. Another one down here just a little bit. It's right here. It's just 2 lines in the pavement. Yeah. Them are about 100 yards apart, all the way around the track. And every time a car with a transponder on it crosses one of them, it shows them on the screen up in that building where he's at, how fast he's going, how many times he's crossing. That's the way they score them nowadays.
And it still took a photo finish for the last race.
And little Jerem.
And this is a safer barrier wall on the right. It's all the way around the track now, inside and out.
And I
It's
dropped
made
the
out of
Sharpie down one.
styrofoam and tube steel. And blocks in the middle. That's what's made out of styrofoam.
Yep. But not easily moved. There's bathrooms up there.
Coca-Cola wall.
Oh my gosh.
Then when we get on around just a little bit further where it says turn 1 up there on the wall, we'll be into the full 33-degree banking. Television don't do the banking justice at all.
No.
It looks like
Try
a
walking
flat track
over
on television.
Oh my god.
Cars got to be going about 90 miles an hour.
I mean, it's above us.
90 minimum.
And they told me to stay off the banking with the bus.
Yeah. We don't want to die, thank you.
You can't do 90?
I ease up on it just a little bit, just to show you. If I go too far, y'all know it.
It'll roll
Bus
over.
will roll right over.
Yeah.
Unless you're going 90 miles an hour.
Yeah, unless you're doing 90 miles an hour, that's right.
We're gonna shift over the other side of the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool, agree with
Yeah.
that now.
And the emergency
Television
exits are.
don't do it justice at all.
Oh my god. Yeah. Holy sh.
Charlotte
Now, the
isn't
tour
like that.
bus used to stop along the way that people get out and walk, gotta walk up and down. See,
Fall
tell
down.
them about how steep it is if you can walk on it. But so many people fell and got hurt that they stopped there.
Smart. I've seen the boys, when they get bored, they'll throw balls up there and let it roll down.
Even though they decided
Yeah, they like bouncy
Some
ball.
tracks aren't that steep.
Oh god, no.
it was 70 degrees, wasn't it? And they
No, this is
Even when they're on the caution lap, they've still got to keep it up.
I didn't mean 70. I mean, it was like a little less than this.
Compare tracks and
He's
stuff.
got to trust you to keep me up.
Okay, you go sideways here, then slide that way. Imagine that.
Oh,
Yeah.
the speed you gotta take.
Can you imagine
Yes,
that?
Tony.
Yeah. Yeah, that does not look like fun to slam into. No thanks.
Road rage and
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. I was like,
somebody watch a CSI.
oh yeah.
This is the south
Yep.
side. Comes under the track, just like the north side. And then right on down that way, about a quarter of a mile down that way, there's an airport. And that's where the drivers and owners, they'll fly their own jets in down that airport.
Yep. Watch the helicopters. Oh, that's.
How many acres you say this was?
212 acres on this infield, but the track owns about 3,000 acres. And
Wow.
But there's 212 on the infield. This is the backstretch. The backstretch is 4,000 feet straight and flat.
Oh, this is where you got it. Cut it like a bitch.
Look at all the
I
women
used to
around.
say when they're coming out, this is where they let the hammer down on the backstretch, but that ain't so. They let the hammer down all the way around this side.
Yeah, yeah.
All the way. I've seen them come down this backstretch, and if they let up, you can't tell it. When they hit that turn, down here, turn 3, they hit that. They say a car rides something down this track, West Bank.
Chairs.
I never got to drive a car on this track. Could never afford it.
Oh yeah.
This on the right is called a corporate motorhome park. And that's all I know about this. They bring the high-priced motor coaches in here and park them up here on Raceway. I don't know Not this side.
Sounds like you forget where you're at.
Now this track was built on a World War II Army Air Corps training base. And there's two big runways still in that infield that was in there when they built the track. And they used them for motorhome parking on the race weekend. One of them runs north and south, and one runs east and west. That runs north and south is called Talladega Boulevard. On race weekend, they compare that boulevard to Bourbon Street. It's one big party street right down through the middle of that.
Yeah, Ashley told me about that. It's as bad as last week.
And up on this bank is called the Allison Motorhome Park.
Oh.
They can drive their motorhomes up from the other side and park right there by that curb. They can sit in the motorhome and watch the race. And I've heard there's a long waiting list on them spots.
Not bad.
I've been up on that out there, and with cars coming down through here, you can sure enough see everything that's going on down through here.
What's all those trailers over there that we see over there? It's like you got solar panels on. What is that?
That's what it is. It's solar panels, and I don't know anything about them. I don't know what they're gonna do with them. But there's a whole bunch of them in there, ain't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna use them for something. You know, this track is an all daytime track, and I don't know if they're gonna light the track up or not. I don't know what's going on over there.
So the generators are going to use power?
Maybe.
Makes a difference, okay?
Yeah. Don't they whip right around?
This is gate 9 right here in front of us. That little bridge laying across the track, that's just a little temporary bridge laying there because when the big car haulers and motor homes and all that stuff starts coming through, or when they do come through anytime, there's a pretty good little dip in the track right there. And when they come across that dip, they'll drag or bottom out right in there. So that's my little bridge there. They can pick that up and move it. We've got a big forklift here somewhere where they can pick that up and move it. That's gate 9, where all the big stuff comes in. Everything is too big to come through the tunnel. Comes over gate 9. Right over here on the left, where the shrubbery is, that's called a front runners club. That's a motorhome club. There'll be about 200 motorhomes side by side right around that end right there.
Oh my gosh.
And they all got a water hookup.
They get a little vicious on this track.
Waiting list pretty long for that too.
Yeah, I think it is. You know, somebody's got one. They'll will it to their grandkids or something.
How there are still grass out here amazes me.
Well, I think it's a long waiting list on them too.
I can't.
Them some good spots there. They one water faucet for each 2 motorhomes there.
Wow.
And right up on top of the track, right outside that fence, there's a little road that goes almost all the way around the track. It's called Rim Road. From where we are right here up to the top of that road, that's 4 stories high. Wow. Either 40 foot straight up and down. Now, it don't look that high, but that's what they say it is. 4 stories, or either 40 foot.
Drive around that.
Yeah, one time.
I would ride. I would have ride.
Once I get my 4-wheeler fast enough to ride.
Oh, I know, the buggy will do it. The buggy will do it.
I'll take my old Toyota around that thing. Now they had a deal, they've been about maybe 3 weeks ago or something like that, where you could give a donation. The donation was for, I don't know what it was for, but you give a $50 donation and drive your own car around the track.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'd like dogs.
And they had a big crowd here that day. But they had a pace truck in the front,
Smart.
one in the back. We couldn't get them so fast.
Or some slow.
Yeah. Yeah.
But some of them did say they got up about 100 miles an hour.
Whew.
I heard them say it.
God.
Yeah. Those anthills have been everywhere.
Yeah. So I've got about 5 in my yard.
Now they have that driving school here.
Yep. Richard
I
Pitt.
don't know how often he comes here. They don't tell us nothing about that. But Andretti or Richard Petty driving school. And you can pay so much. And they'll bring in about 10 or 12 cars and you can pay so much and drive one of them cars around
It's
the track.
expensive.
You get up to about 170, I think, and then
I don't even want to do the ride-alongs. No.
I'm not even sure I want to do that.
When Junior's done those, he always gets right up against the wall.
I would not get in a car with you.
I didn't want anything around
back
Mooresville.
into the main grandstand now. These seats have all been changed out in about the last 2 or 3 years. These seats have got armrests on the sides of them, cup holders on the arms. They're a little bit wider than the old seats was.
Hey, Bruton, take it. Can't talk to that.
Yeah, we're wide.
Yeah. At least their seats instead of the benches.
You know where they're close.
Look how
Them
it's totally
seats are
random.
almost like a theater seat.
Yeah.
What's that and what's that?
Give you a little idea of how big them grandstands are there. You can drive a tractor trailer truck under them top stands and drive all the way through there, all the way out to the end.
Wow.
They have to get the big trucks in here to stock up everything they sell on the race weekend.
Yeah.
I've heard they sell 18,000 pounds of hot dogs on the race day.
Wow.
That's a lot of dogs, ain't it?
And then you know, like if we said on the underground tunnel.
So bit.
Oh. Can I see Logan Lucky?
You see those girls out Talladega with the seats. Did you notice that?
It does on.
You guys notice that? It spells out Talladega with the seats.
They got a little jail in here somewhere, I don't know. Yeah, I do know it's in the security building, not over that way. I mentioned that jail one day, and there's a young man on the bus, he said, yeah, I know about that, I've been in it.
Sarah's been on the show. That's where her and Ralph meet.
That's where they got busted.
Yep. Well, she got busted in his trailer, but then they put her in lockup.
Dale Earnhardt, he holds a record here for winning the most record. He doesn't gone to the big racetrack in the sky, but he holds a record for winning the most races at this track. He won 10 races before he got killed.
Yeah.
Dale Jr. holds a record for winning the most in a row.
Wow.
He won
That's my boy.
5 in a row.
Yes.
You gotta get Jeffrey doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year was his last year.
Yep. Now he's gonna be daddy.
Danica Patrick, she retired. She's got one more race, the Indy race.
Oh yeah.
Scary to have one more race. I know. It's like your last watch.
Give us a minute. We'll get Jeffrey and Bobby out here.
Big wide building here on the side. That's a big shower house for the infield campers.
Wow.
All the motor homes have their own shower. You come in here with a tent or a pull behind,
See where the track is over there?
something like that. You use that shower.
Wow.
It's just a turnaround place right here for a tram. They have a tram here that runs back and forth through that tunnel and race week. If you want to visit somebody over in the stand, you can ride that tram back and forth. This tunnel don't have a walk through. They wasted their paint on that side, didn't they?
Yeah. I would say that there's no such thing as quiet time here.
Time, midnight, 6 a.m.
Ain't no quiet time in here.
No. No, it's Mardi Gras in here. Yeah, Ashley's like, oh, you should go to Dega and go to camp filming. No. Hell no. Oh yeah, she said she actually, they came out here and they didn't stay here, but they were out here partying with them, and there were guys offering, telling her to take her top off and stuff. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm blanking on their name. Two Chucks. A whole field of redneck two Chucks. Yeah. Yeah.
This track owns about 3,000 acres of land in and around the track. All parking's free at this track. Some camping's free if you got a race ticket in your hand. And International Speedway Corporation owns this track. They own 13 of these tracks.
Wow.
That's headquarters for this track right over here.
Can you get if you had an RV, could you get on the infield? How's that work?
But what now?
If you had an RV and wanted to go to the infield, what's going? Can you get in there?
What do they charge?
Yeah, get on the infield.
It's right here on this little pamphlet. Let me just hand this to you. You can look at it and give it back to me when you get to it. I got some markings on it. Yeah, I give you one of them over there when we get over there. Yeah. I think it's this,
$425 to $1,500.
yeah, different prices, different places. Yeah. There's the day of the next race. Right there on that car. April 27th through the 29th. All that area, y'all hadn't been here before, all that area on the other side of the boulevard, all of that's parking and camping. And then they'll have them trams to bring you in.
Like it in Charlotte.
Yeah.
All the way down the road.
Yeah.
And this right here on the right is Alabama Highway Patrol. All that'll be covered with patrol cars and 2 helicopters on the race weekend. Everything goes real good here. I've been working here a good while. Everything goes real good on the race day. No problems that I know of. Maybe some things happen that I don't know about, but what I know, everything goes real good. It's a big old fun place.
Get in there with cool food. Unlimited wine, beer, soda. Unlimited wine, beer. Catered breakfast buffet lunch.
Traded the preacher a lawnmower for a bicycle. This preacher joke. The little boy rode the bicycle around the block, come back, and there was a preacher there trying to crank that lawnmower. It won't crank. He's pulling that rope. He said, "Hey boy, this lawnmower won't crank." The little boy said, "Yes sir, it will crank. And you have to cuss it to get it to crank." The preacher said, "No, I'm a preacher, I don't cuss." The little boy said, "You just keep pulling that rope. That cussing will come back to you."
Yeah.
I've been down that road before.